So jumping right into it, let's take a look at my stats. I started playing July 29th, 2025. My lifetime coin earning is 53.79 billion. That's about a 45 billion increase, which honestly is a drop in the bucket compared to the people making trillions. Looking down here, I'm pretty proud that I attempted tier 13. I pushed all the way up to wave 41. And I primarily, during the banner event, I focused a lot of time farming tier 9. The reason for it was my sell income is extremely low, but it forced me to sit there near my computer. So every 15 minutes when the gem ad pack popped up, I was able to click that little collect button and get five diamonds. And then what I would do is I would save up 5 diamonds till I got to 200 to 400, and then I would go try my hand at pulling mods. I'm going to go back and I'm going to give each one of these tiers the love they deserve and actually try to farm through them. I'm curious to see how far I can push them. But moving on, let's take a look at my labs. Not a whole lot has changed in my labs. Going back on the philosophy of slow and steady wins the race. So for about a week and a half, I did my core stats, and now I'm on the rotation of ultimate weapons. For about a week and a half, I ran the Chronofield duration, and I paired it with doing the 3 poison swamp labs. And then, so that took all 5 lab slots. And then I went about a week and a half doing health, range, attack speed, and a couple quality of life labs. So when these finish up, so like the black hole damage, when that finishes up, I'm going to pencil in my poison swamp. Same thing with Deathwave health. I'll pencil that one in. Same thing with golden tower bonus. I will pencil that in. I will replace those 3 labs with the poison swamp, and I'm just going to let the 3 poison swamp labs run basically in unison with the Chronofield, because ultimately I'm going straight to permanent Chronofield with a permanent poison swamp. I'm hoping to go straight into glass cannon and just skip a whole bunch of stuff, and I know that that is not the ideal way of doing it, but moving on from the labs, let's actually look at the research that we have going on here. So my damage is now at level 28, my attack speed is level 32, critical factor 17, range 16, damage meter is at 16. Those are all going to go back into my rotation. My health is going to go back into rotation, that's at 35. Defense absolute 17, defense percent at 18. Those are going to go, I guess I'm going to take those to about 25 and then see. I think they have diminishing returns after that. I could be wrong. I'll look a little bit more into it, but I think 25 is a safe bet. I put 1 additional point into garlic thorns. My utility, not much has changed there. I did save up. I've been doing some shock chants with my chain lightning, so I did put in a couple chain lightning labs, and those are going to go back into the rotation, but I'm going to wait until I think I get Chronofield done, and then I'll just kind of replace those. It will be the chain lightning labs and then like my my econ labs. So like reroll shards, daily mission. What I'm saving up for right now, though, is this little guy. I had the coins basically saved up until this last tournament, and the tournaments is going to be where we segue into next. But I essentially ended up spending 12 billion in my workshop, just trying to grab at anything to keep me in the platinum tier because I've been kind of teeter-tottering. So right now I'm in the midst of saving up the 14 billion coins, but I hope by the end of this video I'm going to fix that. But anyway, let's get over to the tournaments. Click this. So if we look at my tournament history, you can see that I'm having this back and forth where I finished second in gold, then I finished 26th in platinum, then I finished fourth in gold, then I finished 28th in platinum, then I finished first in gold, and then I finished 25th in platinum. And what happens when I run the platinum tournaments, usually I'll run it when the event first starts. I'll place around 15th, 16th. And by the time the event completes or the tournament completes, I will be pushed out by one spot. And it's okay, it pushes me back into gold, but ideally I would like to stay in the Platinum League and kind of wade through the waters there. In the meantime, I don't mind going back and forth, but keeping it a little in one spot would be a little bit better for me. But moving out of tournaments, looking at my mission board, I pretty much buy everything. So like I've already purchased 3 of the 4. I'm saving up for the scarf, which I'm at 216. Then the rest of the badges, I just put into my golden bot right here into the range. And I think once range is maxed out, I'll do a couple clicks into bonus, but really after that, I'm going to stop on the golden bot and I will unlock the amplify bot and start working on that. And then every so often I'll throw a couple ribbons at the duration of golden bot, but I'd really like to start working on amplified bot now rather than later. And I know that I can respec, but I rather save those precious gems, guild. Again, if you're not in a guild, you need to get in one. The rewards speak for themselves. Again, everyone in the guild is working towards the same thing to get these rewards. Not much has changed. I am still just working on fetch, putting in 1 click into the cooldown like I just did, and most of it into fine chance. I'm just going to keep doing those 2. And bonus, if you're in a run and where you check to see what your enemies are, there's another tab there that says info. If you click on it, you can do it while the run is going. You can see at the very bottom that you can see how much your fetch is catching for you. So we'll just do that really quick. So right here where it says tier 9 wave 1, if you were to go down here, see where it says wave info where all the bosses are, you can also go over to stats, and this here is actually very useful. But you can go down here and you can look at your guardian and you can see what it's getting as the actual run is going. So if you want to actually have a breakdown of what fetch can net you, look at your guardian. But we'll get out of that. We'll end this run. That was just to show you. Moving on to my cards. In the previous episode, I was struggling quite a bit with cards. If you guys remember, I was still missing 6. Well, now I'm still missing 3. But I did pull Second Wind. I did pull Super Tower. And I just pulled Demon Mode yesterday. And the way I've been doing it is the way I have been doing it, which is whenever it pops up under the missions. So like this week it says buy 80 cards. I'll just knock that straight away, get the check marks, and that's how I'm doing the cards. Otherwise, I'm saving these gems and finally giving my mods some much needed love. Yes, apparently you can have 304 of 300. And yes, these are all blue, and I'm not merging them on purpose until it becomes part of the mission board. Because if you look, I've got like 90 plus to merge. But what are those? What? I know, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 12 amplified strike. All right. How much did I spend in gems? To be honest with you, I don't know. I did not buy any except one pack. The rest of those were all pulled when I was running the tier 9. Every day I was able to pull 2, maybe 3 if I got to 600 gems. I didn't spend anything on these. I got pretty lucky. And as you can see, I actually got quite a bit. And I will be combining and upgrading all of these mods in my next video. But I just wanted to show you what I am working with. So I have 12 of those now with that. I've got this. We've got Death Penalty to Epic Plus, which is amazing. We pulled Galaxy Compressor, which is amazing. I still haven't really been able to get anything with this there. I have the Harmony Conductor. And it is Epic Plus. I pulled a second one during the banner pull, and I gotta wonder if this is going to help me. The 15% poison because of the poison swamp. But that's not what I'm actually interested in. I also pulled Dimension Core, and I put some nice stats on it. So Deathwave, Poison Swamp, Chain Lightning. I actually use that during my during the tournaments. So I will put that in and put. So during the tournaments, I'll run the Dimension Core, Galaxy Compressor, and Death Penalty. And then farming, I will take out the Dimension Core and put in Multi-Nexus, which I'm going to do right now. And I kept all the stats. And I know you can go and hit the options and hit restore level, but I was testing something. So this here's a big, beautiful set of epics to really help me out. I got the Singularity Harness from doing the banner event. Pulsar Harvester, which I got during the event. Dyson Sphere, which is okay. I did pull this Space Displacer, and if I had inner landmines, I would absolutely use this, but I tried it out on a couple runs. It just doesn't help me out too much. Maybe you guys have some different luck, not me. And I think finally we're going to hop over to Ultimate Weapons. And as you can see, I have nothing has changed with my Ultimate Weapons. I did put in a couple clicks into my Deathwave, so my quantity is now 3. I did increase the damage a little bit, but if you look at my shards, my stones, I saved up, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it live. We're going to sync Golden Tower to Black Hole to Deathwave. And the way this works is, right out of the box, if you do nothing, your black hole should be at the magical 3 minutes and 20-second cooldown. So do not touch it yet. Go over to your Golden Tower, which I haven't touched, and I believe it's 11 clicks, so let's do it. We're going to bring this cooldown on Golden Tower right here from 5 minutes to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So let's go. Time to spend some gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are what they call the one-to-one sync. Now, I could do something and make a permanent black hole, which I will do that at a later point because that is very expensive, because to get a permanent black hole, it costs right around 7,350 stones. Most of it goes into the duration and cooldown. You need 33 seconds of duration and 50 seconds of cooldown to make it a permanent black hole. So now what we're going to do to get this to sync with the other ones is we're going to go up to Deathwave, and we're going to bring that cooldown down to this 3 minute and 20 seconds. When I initially opened up my ultimate weapons, I accidentally bumped the cooldown on my Deathwave, and I about freaked out, but then it was like the saving grace that I read through the forums, and it really didn't matter as long as I didn't mess with anything else. So hopefully this cooldown will match the black hole and the golden tower. So let's do it. So here we go. And this should be like 10 clicks or another 800 stones. So the golden tower was 910. The Deathwave, we're going to bring this down to 320. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, we have a natural sync between all three of them, thus eliminating the multiverse nexus, which, if you're lucky and you can get it up to ancestral and pull all of those, great. I just chose to do a natural sync, and we have roughly a couple hundred shards left. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go maybe put we can up my duration. And I think I'm going to do, let's do golden tower. No, let's do black hole duration because it's cheap. We'll do 1 duration in golden tower. And we'll do 1 into black hole, 2 into black hole. Let's bump up my size because you want to get that up to 60. I believe it's 60 that it stops at. 58, 60, 62. Okay, that's 3. We're going to go black hole duration. Essentially, you want to get your duration up to 33 seconds. So I think we're just going to spend the rest into the duration of the black hole. Okay, yep. And maybe 1 more into golden tower. Okay, and that is all she wrote as far as my stones. I will, when I get more stones, I will do the calculations to find out what I have to do to bring black hole to permanent, which is, again, it's 33 seconds in duration. And the cooldown has to be dropped all the way down to 50 seconds. But for right now, I've got the natural sync between the 3 big ones. And other than that, thank you so much for spending time with me. Remember, if you get a chance today, do something nice for someone. And with that said, Rapapore is out.